Hello and thank you for watching. We at Rebel Belle London, we aim to help people achieve their goals in finance, in growth, in their business, individuals. And it is a very challenging environment out there, but we do use strategic financial management to achieve that. It's strategy, it's finance, it's the management of strategy and finance. And it's very important that people shouldn't be afraid of that phrase. It's just a phrase, but it does do what it says. This is where it gets very personal and individual to the case. And it's very important to understand every client, every business, every individual has to be treated just like that. Each person has their own situation. So we manage it on a very personal basis. Each client has a relationship, and that business relationship is key to the way in which we handle the client and the client receives what it is that we're trying to guide them with. Most important questions we receive, or indeed frustrations that come through, are the client's own misunderstandings or lack of being guided by their current advisors or any person they trust. They need to understand what it is they're being told. And either through lack of time or effort on the part of the advisor, and sometimes because the clients are just so busy they haven't got the time, which is totally understandable. But the frustrations come through because of a combination of both. And our approach is to, if it's once, twice, a dozen times, explain it again and again and again until the penny drops. It has to drop. They depend on their business being successful. They need to understand why. The rating of any professional has to come down to the way in which the trust and reliability, transparency, and successful relationship comes through over time. There is no second way. It has to be a development of that trust. And if that trust develops, then more and more and more becomes available to discuss options, other things become interesting. It's down to the business becoming much more profitable, much more available for the entrepreneur to do what he does best and concentrate on making money. That's the biggest problem most businesses have. They don't have enough time to do what they do best. All problems need solutions, and the best way is to plan for a solution, explain the solution, and then perform. The issue for most business people is that the solutions aren't necessarily obvious. They can involve some very difficult questions being answered, but at the end of the day, the only way of ensuring the solution fits to the individual business is through trust, reliability, and transparency, but honesty as well. You have to be prepared to accept some pretty tough decisions if necessary, and we don't hold back. If we need to, we will help the client realize that the best solutions aren't necessarily the most obvious. Certainly, the solutions to any business problem involves everybody taking part, and that includes the client. The client cannot just offload to someone like us. We involve the client deeply. It's for their benefit.